What did I say about the Sabres? I knew I was going to get screwed. Let's roll the tape from yesterday real quick. But at negative 115, I feel like that is the perfect spot to take the Montreal Canadiens. So I'm riding with the Canadiens here. Didn't age well. Didn't age well. Um, I, I just had that feeling. I was like, the Sabres are going to come out and win this game 7-2. 7-2 Buffalo, making me question my entire life, make me question my entire sports betting life. I was laying in bed like, man, like, I don't know, man. I was thinking maybe I should have become a male stripper. You know what I mean? It's just going. I'm contemplating possibly going back to what I, initially thought my calling was. So anyway, let's get to, we got to forget about that and move on. And let's get into this November 23rd. And let's go back to the NHL. At least we got the Cole Caulfield goal. But let's go with Patrick Kane, the over 3.5 shots on goal at plus 115 on DraftKings. The Dallas Stars, they're allowing 6.8 shots on goal to the top unit, 5-on-5 in their last 5 games. Patrick Kane's hit this in 3 of his last 5 games, which is really nice to see. The Blackhawks are going to be playing from behind, most likely. They're going to be chasing this game, which they're going to want their top unit to be out there most of the time. So Athanasiou and Patrick Kane together, we're going to see a lot of offense from them. Dallas is also leads the league in power play opportunities against. And in their last 6 games, they lead the league in penalty minutes, 8.5 minutes per game, which means Patrick Kane in that first power play unit might be out there a decent amount in this game. Him, Athanasiou, Tays. So we might see a few shots on goal from PK on the PK. So the thing the Blackhawks need to do, though, is they need to draw more penalties. They're 6th worst in the NHL in drawing them. So tonight is an opportunity to do that against a team that is just not, a team that is very not disciplined. The Dallas Stars are not a disciplined defense, and I want to see Kane get more involved on the power play. He's averaging this season on the power play. It's just, I almost barfed looking at this statistic. He ranks 46th in the league in power play shots on goal this season, only 15 of them, averaging 0.2 power play or 0.2 shots per power play. Even with all that, though, Dallas is bad. Even 5-on-5, he can get some shots on goal. He's hit this in 3 of the last 5 games. It's at plus money. Give me Patrick Kane, the over 3.5 shots on goal, plus 115 on DraftKings. Let's move over to Brent Burns, over 0.5 assists at negative 112 on FanDuel. Burns, again, he's only hit this in 2 of his last 5 games. But the matchup tonight is juicy. It is juicy, facing up against the lifeless Arizona Coyotes. The Coyotes have allowed 7 assists to D-men in their last 5 games. Coyotes are also allowing 3.53 goals allowed through 65-on-5. And they're also in their last 4 games. And in 6 of Burns' 10 assists this year have come on the power play. Come on the man advantage. And the Arizona Coyotes, in their last 5 games, they have the 2nd most time on ice shorthanded. We'll see a lot of power plays from the Carolina Hurricane in this game. Brent Burns is going to be out there doing his thing. So with all that, I really think, and Carolina's desperate for a win. I mean, this is a team that's lost 3 straight in overtime, 3 straight OT losses. They're going to want to get this thing going. Their offense has been a little bit struggling. This is a perfect game to right the ship for that offense. And this is a good offense. This is Sebastian Aho, Svechnikov, Brent Burns. This is a good offense. They should not be scoring 2 goals per game, and that's what they've been doing in their last 5 games. I see this being a 5 to 6 goal night for Carolina, and Brent Burns should assist at least one of those. If he doesn't, I'm done. But I think he's going to do it, a 5 to 6 goal night for Carolina. I really like this one, especially because how bad the Coyotes are on the man advantage and how much time they're giving up. And Brent Burns, that's where he has most of his damage, is on the power play. So give me Brent Burns over 0.5 assists at negative 112 on FanDuel. Let's move over to the NBA. I got Zach LaVine over 21.5 points at negative 115 on PointsBet. Big matchup against the arch rival Milwaukee Bucks. First time they're facing off against each other this season. LaVine has hit this number in 4 of his last 6 games, averaging 18 field goal attempts per game. through that span. Milwaukee has allowed an average of 24 points per game to guys shooting 18 or more shots, except for Joel Embiid. I'm not counting Joel Embiid in there. That's a different animal. So I had to adjust the numbers a little bit, counting out Embiid. So 24 points per game to guys shooting 18 or more. And Zach's smart about finding his zone. Zach's not just a one-dimensional player. It's not like he's going to be jacking threes up, and if he's not hitting the threes, then he's not going to get involved. He will find a way to get to the rim if he has to, but if he's splashing from downtown, he's going to continue to splash. So I really see this. It's a game against your arch rival. All that stuff with him getting benched, I think he's just proving himself, and I just really like him to hit this number. It's going to be close, though, man. I see him getting about 23 points in this game. He's going to barely hit this, but I think he will. The Bucks are allowing 48% shooting in their last 5 games, and their season average is 44.5. So, a 3% difference there. I like this. I think I see him barely scratching this number. 22 to 23. Maybe we're lucky he gets 24, but hey, man, as long as he gets that 22. So give me Zach LaVine over 21.5 points at -115 points bet. And our last one, I got Anthony Edwards over 5.5 rebounds at +110 on DraftKings. Anthony, he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. Indiana is bottom 10 in field goal percentage, shooting 46.2%. And the T-Wolves are 5th best in field goal percentage D. They're 5th best in field goal percentage D. Both these teams are top 6 in pace, so we'll see a lot of field goal attempts. We'll see a lot of shots being jacked up from both sides. So I think Edwards is going to get involved on the offensive boards and the defensive boards, even with Gobert and Towns gobbling up and just stealing all the boards. I still see Edwards hitting this over. It's going to be barely. It's going to be exactly 6, but I think he's going to do it. I like the risk with where the juice is, +110. If this thing was at -105, I wouldn't touch it. I love it at +110, though. And right now, the books have the spread at -1 for the T-Wolves. So, close game. We're not going to get screwed over. We're not going to get hooked by a lack of playing time down the stretch for Anthony Edwards. This thing he will probably be playing down to the final whistle. I see him getting these 6 boards. This thing could possibly even go to overtime, even with Gobert and Towns again down there. I really like it with this juice, and he's hit it in 4 of his last 5. Everything's just adding up for this one. So give me Anthony Edwards over 5.5 rebounds at +110 on DraftKings. Let's see if we can rebound from yesterday, so I don't have to become a male stripper. Well, this has been Booksmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.